Life is unpredictable, and the truth remains that victory isn't always guaranteed. Recognition or rewards may elude you despite your relentless efforts. Yet this does not diminish the significance of your hard work and dedication. What truly matters is the quiet transformation within, the small, consistent progress you make each day over years. It's this ongoing evolution that defines greatness. Success, as life often reminds us, isn't promised no matter how much energy we pour into our pursuits. Take, for instance, one of history's most admired Stoics, a man who endured profound failure yet rose above it with dignity. Defeated by Julius Caesar, his army annihilated, he ultimately chose to end his own life rather than surrender his principles. Yet his legacy endures not because of his defeat, but because of how he faced it, with unshakable resolve and honor. No one could accuse him of giving anything less than his absolute best until the very end. This is the essence of Stoicism. Success isn't measured by outcomes, but by the effort you invest. Did you give everything you had? That's what counts, whether triumph or loss. What defines you is the integrity, passion, and unwavering commitment you bring to your journey. Consider Jimmy Carter's story. As a young man at the Naval Academy, he faced a grueling interview with Admiral Rickover, known for his uncompromising standards. When asked about his academic ranking, Carter proudly shared his standing. But then came the question that would shape his life forever. Did you always do your best? Carter paused, reflecting deeply, and realized the answer was no. That moment stayed with him throughout his life, becoming the foundation of his ethos, encapsulated in his famous slogan, "Why not the best?" Though Carter's presidency is debated in terms of conventional success, his lifelong dedication to humanitarian causes, peace building, and service speaks volumes. True greatness isn't about accolades or fame. It's about striving to be your best self, regardless of external validation. His example teaches us that champions aren't defined solely by their victories. They're defined by their relentless pursuit of improvement. Think of Tom Brady, whose obsession isn't merely with winning championships, but with getting better every single day. He focuses on refining skills, enhancing leadership, and optimizing recovery. This mindset, this obsession with incremental growth, is what sustains excellence across any field. The greatest individuals are those who ask themselves daily, "Did I give my all?" And their answer is always, "I did everything I possibly could, and more." Perfection isn't the goal. Persistence is. Even when perfection feels out of reach, the key is to keep moving forward, to stay devoted to the process. Life will test you. It will tempt you to settle for mediocrity, to quit when challenges mount. But true champions rise above these temptations. They don't just aim to avoid failure. They strive to transcend limits, knowing that real fulfillment comes from pushing beyond comfort zones. In your own journey, whether you're climbing the ladder of a career, nurturing personal growth, or pursuing a passion, remember this: trophies and titles don't define you. What sets you apart is your unyielding commitment to improvement, your pursuit of excellence in every task, and your refusal to stop when others might falter. The world may not always notice, but the reward lies in your evolution. Your growth is the ultimate testament to your character. We often fall prey to half-hearted attempts, doing just enough to skirt failure while holding back from full engagement. Excuses become our safety nets, distractions, addictions, or rationalizations that shield us from rejection. We tell ourselves, "I didn't really try, so it doesn't count," finding solace in partial effort. But there's no glory in playing it safe. Real courage lies in diving in completely, working tirelessly, and risking failure with everything you've got. Because even in falling short, if you gave your all, you'll find pride in knowing you left nothing on the table. Holding back keeps us tethered to a gnawing sense of regret, leaving us wondering what might have been if we had dared to test our limits. This notion resonates deeply with the timeless wisdom of Seneca, who spoke of tranquility not as an escape from the world, but as mastery over how we interact with it. True peace arises when we commit fully to our chosen path, refusing to be swayed by the distractions of others, especially those who wander aimlessly. In the business realm, this truth plays out repeatedly. Companies falter not because of external pressures, but because they lose sight of their core purpose, chasing fleeting trends instead of staying rooted in their mission. The same principle applies to life. Success, whether in business or personal fulfillment, demands unwavering focus on your principles and a steadfast refusal to chase every shiny new distraction. Tranquility becomes its own form of success, born not from external accolades, but from self-mastery. Even when achievements come, they are transient. Reaching a milestone may bring fleeting satisfaction, but ultimately, it's the journey, the lessons learned and growth experienced that holds lasting value. The Stoics understood this profoundly. Life rewards action, persistence, and engagement, not perfectionism or waiting for ideal conditions. Progress comes through effort, adaptation, and resilience. We often fall into the trap of comparison, measuring ourselves against others' homes, possessions, or perceived successes. But ask yourself, do you truly desire the house or the person you imagine becoming once you possess it? Is it the destination itself, like that dreamy villa in Mexico, or the life you envision there? As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, the obstacle in the path becomes the path. Challenges aren't barriers. They're teachers shaping us into stronger, wiser versions of ourselves. Difficult people and frustrating circumstances aren't interruptions. They're opportunities to cultivate virtues like patience, empathy, and perseverance. Growth doesn't happen in straight lines. Often, the hardest moments yield the most profound lessons. By embracing challenges, learning to collaborate with others, and responding to adversity with grace, we refine not only our actions, but also our character. So don't shrink from difficulties or distractions. Embrace them. These are the raw materials that will forge your journey and define your legacy. At times, the world feels chaotic, and the people around us can seem exasperating or even unbearable. Yet, as Marcus Aurelius reflects in Meditations, every individual who enters our lives offers a chance to grow, to practice patience, empathy, and understanding. These interactions shape us, fostering qualities that make both ourselves and the world better. Walker Percy echoes this sentiment in his novels, which brim with Stoic undertones. One poignant passage features a character grappling with life's chaos, questioning his purpose. His Aunt Emily, a voice of Stoic wisdom, offers this guiding insight. A man must live by his lights and do what little he can and do it as best he can. Goodness is destined to be defeated, but a man must go down fighting. That is the victory. This encapsulates Stoicism, giving your all, regardless of recognition or outcome. It's about striving valiantly, knowing you've done everything within your power to pursue what's right. In the same vein, Marcus Aurelius warns against tying our happiness or ambition to external validation. Lasting peace stems from focusing on what lies within our control, our actions, intentions, and efforts. Whether others applaud or ignore us is secondary. What matters is the integrity of our effort. Legendary basketball coach John Wooden captured this beautifully. Success is peace of mind, which is the direct result of knowing you made the effort to do your best. And let's face it, even monumental achievements often go unnoticed by the world. Some works we pour our hearts into may never receive acclaim, while others might gain popularity without bringing genuine fulfillment. External validation is fickle. True contentment comes from knowing you gave your all, unswayed by the whims of recognition. The essence lies in immersing yourself fully in the process, committing to your work with unwavering authenticity, and releasing the grip of external approval. It's about forging a life guided by your own compass, unshackled from the weight of others' judgments. Marcus Aurelius, reflecting even on the precipice of mortality, reminded us that no matter how virtuously we live, there will always be those who remain unmoved or even rejoice at our absence. Yet this is not a call to despair, but rather a clarion reminder. Our worth should never hinge on the transient whims of others' opinions. One of Stoicism's most potent teachings is the art of saying no to the superfluous, the distracting, and the trivial. In doing so, we affirm what truly matters. By pruning away what is unnecessary, as Marcus Aurelius emphasized, we carve out space for the essential. This deliberate act of elimination sharpens our focus, amplifying our effectiveness, purpose, and fulfillment. Each refusal becomes a resounding affirmation of what holds genuine value. Too often, goals are tethered to forces beyond our control: external validation, accolades, or how we're perceived by others. As a writer, I've witnessed this paradox firsthand. Some works I pour my soul into may languish commercially, while others soar unexpectedly. Should my joy be contingent on these capricious outcomes? Absolutely not. The Stoics offer a profound truth. Success isn't measured by fleeting markers like bestseller lists. It's defined by the integrity of effort, the alignment with your values, and the sincerity of your intentions. If recognition comes, wonderful. If it doesn't, peace remains within reach. Stoicism beckons us to anchor ourselves in what we can control: our thoughts, actions, and moral fiber, and to greet all outcomes, whether favorable or not, with serene acceptance. True success, as the Stoics envisioned it, transcends wealth, status, or acclaim. It resides in living virtuously, harnessing your talents to their fullest, and cultivating an indifference to the unpredictable tides of external fortune. So, whether you're navigating the labyrinth of a career, nurturing relationships, or striving for personal growth, remember this: your ultimate triumph lies not in the applause of the crowd, but in staying true to your principles and giving your very best. For in that steadfast commitment lies a victory no one can take away.